All right, we are live. Welcome to the live stream. This is going to be your collective reading. This could be a continued reading from the live streams I did last night. It's very possible because I'm still getting messages surrounding this energy. It seems to all be the same energy. So, after I got off of both of the live streams last night, I kept seeing the movie Eyes Wide Shut. I don't like that movie. I saw it once and I don't really care for that movie, so it's not like a movie I go out of my way to watch or look for, but it kept coming up in my algorithm on YouTube, um, where people were talking about Eyes Wide Shut a lot here lately. Um, and so because, they were saying how somehow that movie is tied into the whole system of things that are trying to be released right now, if you catch my drift. And that's not where I'm going with this reading or anything, but the movie kept popping up in my algorithm, and I noticed in the thumbnail, like, they're wearing all of these masks, and it clicked. I was like, "Oh, last night I kept channeling Phantom of the Opera." Like, I literally, because I have a tarot deck here, it's the horror movie or oracle deck, and Phantom of the Opera came out, and he wears like a half mask, right? And then I see Eyes Wide Shut in my algorithm before going to bed, and they're all wearing these like masks. So something about like Phantom of the Opera could be a confirmation. Eyes Wide Shut could be a confirmation for someone. Um, this could be a continued reading. This could be a part 3 from the two live streams I did last night. I'm not sure. So let's get into this here. These are the two cards that came out as I was concentrating on this energy here. Sorry for the glare. Eternal Embrace and Hound of the Underworld. There's something going on with like a secret society. Maybe it's some sort of elite cult. Something is going on with like masks or rituals or sex or money or power. And there's someone that's involved in a community like that. And that person could be the person giving out orders for someone to target you, okay? And now this doesn't have to be a person that is high society or super elite or super wealthy or super famous. It's not just people like that, all right? So this is someone, maybe this is just a person that's into whoever the ringleader is that sends that hitman archetype to target the collective. I'm picking up, I mean, maybe they could be of high society for some of you, but others of you, maybe they're just well known in a community. Maybe they're just popular in a community. And they have, I heard escapades, sexapades or something. Like, they have, like, maybe they're involved in, like, group things involving sex, if you catch my drift. Maybe they're involved in ritualistic things that have to do with, you know, that I don't know, like, I don't want to trigger the system too much, but they get someone to carry out an order. Like, they give someone an order and someone has to carry it out, and that someone is that hitman archetype that I keep picking up on that's targeting someone in the collective. Some of you could have seen too much or know too much. Some of you could be dealing with intimidation tactics or threats, or that could be for some of you. Because the title, Eyes Wide Shut, like you see it, but you pretend like you don't. That could be for somebody. Or maybe you know something, but you stay in denial because the truth is dangerous or the truth is inconvenient. And that's kind of the core energy of that movie, Eyes Wide Shut. There could be some sort of communities, groups, or systems that rely on certain people keeping their eyes wide shut while their little cult does its thing. Now, when I say the word cult, I don't always mean a cult. A cult could just literally be a specific system of people. It's not always like people in robes and masks, even though that is weirdly what I've been getting. But maybe that's metaphorical or symbolic, like this person is hiding themselves or something. But these people have like zero empathy. They carry out punishments with zero empathy. They have cold faces, or there's some sort of masked figures. And these spiritual hitman archetypes, they are their flying monkeys, their smear campaigners, their spell work throwers, they're hackers, they're trolls. They become the ringleader's mask, is what I'm hearing. Because they hide the ringleader. They do the dirty work for the ringleader. And the ringleader truly believes they have the right to do what they're doing. There could even be a priest or a preacher or pastor involved for someone very specific. That's not for everyone. Or something, or may I'm going to leave that out. Never mind. Someone is definitely watching from a distance or from some sort of shadows, metaphorically speaking, and they're fixated on you, what you're doing, who you're with, what you know. That could be for some of you, not all of you. This could even be someone who's communicating through very indirect messages, maybe through letters or anonymous writings, or maybe trying to contact you out of concern. That could be for some of you, not all of you. For someone specific, there's someone far away with more information than you that checks up on you. That's for someone else. But there's some kind of price, all right? Like I kept saying last night, there's a price to this hitman archetype. It's like some sort of karmic tax man coming around. Whoever took the role of a hitman or a enforcer or smear artist or spiritual attacker or whatever, they do not get a free ride. The job that they took comes with a bill. It comes with a karmic bill. And they're having to pay whatever this is. I mean, maybe it's literal, maybe it's something spiritual, maybe it's something karmic, whatever they're having to pay. Remember how I said last night this person is being looked at, whoever this hitman archetype is being looked at as a traitor? He has broken some kind of rules, or he talked, oh, for some of you, he talked too much. He talked too much shit, or he talked too much. Maybe for some of you, he started growing a conscience and the ringleader didn't like that. Maybe for others of you, he broke some kind of rules. And for others of you, he started talking too much. Different things for different people. For some of you, this hitman archetype was just a pawn in this ringleader's game. And sometimes those pawns can be disposable. Sometimes those pawns can get metaphorically, symbolically sacrificed so that the real power structure, the real people behind the power and the mass, the real ringleaders, they stay clean. So for some of you, maybe this hitman archetype is being disposed, symbolically, metaphorically speaking. For some of you, if it's something, if this is someone doing something more spiritual, if this is someone who tries to be like a hitman in a spiritual or psychic type of way, they're being spiritually exiled. Their spirit guides are backing away from them. Their protection is drying up. Things are drying up for them. Like their own little circle is turning on them. But with the cards that I have now, Internal Embrace, Hound of the Underworld. For some of you, this has to do with an affair. For some of you, there's an energy of a affair going on, or maybe some sort of contracts or something. Maybe it's trauma bonds, maybe it's karmic ties, maybe it's some sort of cult-like emotional or spiritual attachments. There's some sort of people here that's wrapped up with each other and with a system or a cult or an organization or a group or whatever. And it's not love, it's possession. These people may try to possess each other or something. Maybe that's for someone specific. This hitman archetype is glued to this cult, to this system, to this group. And they have this obsession that glues them to this group. It's their obsession with greed and lust and power and revenge. Or maybe they have a obsession with having a religious bond with people, or ideological bond, or a cult bond, something. Spiritual bond. Maybe for some of you, this person, maybe for some of you, this spiritual hitman archetype is waking up, like they're having a conscious and they're finally waking up from this entanglement that they have involved themselves in. That I don't think that's going to be for all of you, but for some of you, it could be. That's weird. I just got a notification from Doll's Kill, and it said something about unlock the mysteries. You guys are seriously unlocking the mysteries with a hitman archetype. And the notification came from Doll's Kill. It has the word kill in their company name. Someone literally tried to cause endings for whoever this is resonating for. Hounds of Underworld. This hitman archetype was going deeper into some sort of shady stuff, and it's now has caused him some sort of consequences because he kept going deeper and deeper into something very shady, and now he's having to pay or deal with some sort of consequences. This is a man that likes to provoke fear or intimidation in people. He has men that are following him. He's got men that are following him. He's got cars waiting outside. He's got watchers who make sure he doesn't cross certain lines again. And it's really interesting and funny because that's the energy he was giving you or other people. And now he's having to deal with that. For someone specific, for someone very specific, this person could get attacked by a dog or something could be going on with a drug dog, like the dogs that police officers have. What, canine unit. That could be for someone very specific. Or maybe some of you have a dog, like maybe you had a dog that you were really close to and they passed over, and that dog is like a guardian angel for you. Like that could be for someone else too. And that dog is going after this man in spirit, and that dog does not fucking play about you. All right, so again, different messages for different people. There's something going on with secret deals, possible spiritual hitmen, people who would rather keep their eyes wide shut than, again, see what's really going on. And so for some of you, the cult could be a family system. It could be a religious group. It could be a workplace. It could be an online community. It could be something of high society. It could be anything. But there's been a watcher, a stalker type energy. This could be someone checking your page, someone pulling cards on you, someone gossiping about you. Maybe it's something more energetic. Maybe it's spell work or evil eye or just their fixation on you. And they felt justified in doing this. They felt chosen or righteous in doing this. But there's a contract here with internal embrace. There's some kind of contract here. Trauma bonds, soul ties, karmic ties, long-term karmic entanglement, something. This person literally got married to their job or to their role of being a hitman archetype or a flying monkey or some kind of enforcer. And spirit is saying that this person doesn't get to play around with blood money and then walk away untouched, because the ferryman is collecting, like I said last night, and the hound is watching the gates. And whatever they did, whether it was spell work, stalking, sabotage, smear campaigns, targeting, whatever, it has a cost. For some of you, they were targeting you more on the physical, using threats, fear tactics, instilling fear in you or freaking you out. Like, it could be different things for different people, like I always say. This system or cult or family or spiritual hierarchy, whatever the hell I'm picking up on for you guys, they thought they were, the hitman archetype was serving these groups, but these groups are going to turn. And it could, I say groups because it could be different types of groups for different people, but ultimately it's one group. And this group is going to turn on this hitman archetype. He was serving this group, and now he gets to get scapegoated, he gets to be exposed, and he gets to be quietly exiled, or one of those things. And for a lot of you, this is, like I said last night, this is someone that was actually betraying your life's purpose or your soul path, and then acting like they were on your team or on your side with something. For some of you, this could have even been like a frenemy or something. Like, so different things for different people. I know people get tired of me hearing me say that, but some people watch these things and they take everything you say so literal. And it's like certain things I'm saying is for different people for different situations. But this is like a system or a group or a family or religion, a community that they either use lawyers or hackers or trolls as their hitman, or they use spellcasters or priests or gossipers as their hitman. All right. So different scenarios going on here. But these systems, these groups, they stay masked because they want to always be seen as respectable. And so the enforcer, which is the hitman archetype, has to be the one that always takes the heat for them. I could even be picking up on a gang situation for someone else, okay? But All I know is he's not going to like this. He is not going to like this backlash at all. For some of you, he's already going through this, honestly. For most of you, this hitman archetype is already going through this backlash or this heat. For some of you, the heat is on him. Again, something to do with canine unit or drug dogs or something. The heat is on this man. That could be for some. The heat could be the police. I don't know. Like, that could be for someone very specific. I heard the word parade. Okay. For some of you, this is a man that you, this hitman archetype was like parading around. I don't know what that's about or who that's for. This hitman archetype, he's involved with people who like are like swingers or like people that switch up partners, or like they're doing, again, something's going on like with that Eyes Wide Shut movie, or maybe they're doing something like ritualistic, like maybe they fetishize the occult or something, with many different people at the same time. I don't know, something's weird. Or maybe this is someone who picks up, this could even be someone who uses their hitman archetype to pick up women or dates, or if they're gay, other men or something, but they use their job to get laid as well. I don't know who that's for. That may not be for everyone, but that's what I'm getting here from the internal embrace for some of y'all. But yeah, Eyes Wide Shut, Phantom of the Opera, huge 2 confirmations. There's something. Actually, let me look something up really quick. New York could also be a confirmation, because I'm pretty sure Eyes Wide Shut was in New York. For some of you, this person's like a pastor or a preacher, or but when I said that earlier, I heard cosplay. That's why I giggled. I was like, oh, I'm not going to say that. I felt like mean, but fuck it. Like, for some of you, like, this is someone who is cosplaying as a priest or something. Like, they were getting into religion or churches. Like, you would think they would be taking the religion or churches seriously, but it's like either a cosplay or a mask or a front or a character they play or something. Like, they're not actually like religious or something like that. That could be for somebody else. But yeah, New York could be a confirmation for somebody. I was picking up on multiple different countries as well in the readings I did last night. Poland could be a confirmation, or someone could be Polish. Why do I keep seeing the fucking name Victor everywhere? This is the 3rd time in the past week I've seen the name Victor. They were screaming Victor in the new Frankenstein movie, which I highly recommend. Love that movie. I've already watched it twice. We saw it in theater, and then we saw it again on Netflix. But where he's like, Victor, Victor. And then I saw another, and then I was watching an Underworld movie. One of the Underworld movies. It was like one of the sequels to one of the Underworld movies. And the bad guy in that was also named Victor. And now I'm sitting here looking up Eyes Wide Shut, and they're talking about the interior of Victor Ziegler's mansion was filmed here. Someone's name is Victor, or someone's name begins with a V. Whether it's a first name or a last name, someone's name begins with a V. This is the 3rd time I've seen the name Victor in the past week. Frankenstein, Underworld movies, and now Eyes Wide Shut, because they use the interior of Victor's mansion to film there. Someone could live in an area that has the name village in it. I don't know if that's like an apartment complex or what. Subdivision, something. And I don't know if y'all know this, because I didn't know this till today. But the guy, I think it's the guy who directed Eyes Wide Shut, like, I think he, like, mysteriously died. Because they say, like, I'm gonna be honest, like, movie, like, they say, art imitates life. Like, a lot of these movies aren't just random. A lot of things in the media are not just random. Um, Sometimes they're trying to tell you what's going on in subtle ways. Comedians are great at doing that as well. Comedians are great at using humor to mask them trying to expose things without saying too much, and movies do the same thing. Sometimes directors can be trying to give subtle messages to expose something, and then sometimes directors make movies because they think it's funny to just put shit in our face, and we're just like, oh, it's just entertainment. So, like, yeah, art imitates life, or life imitates art, whatever that quote is. Victor. Okay, so Victor is a character in Eyes Wide Shut. Oh, and get this, the main mask guy, the like, everyone's masked in that movie, but the guy who's wearing like the red cloak or the red robe, his last name is Vitali. So that begins with a V too. There's someone's name begins, or last name begins with a V. Whether it's a ringleader or a spiritual hitman archetype. That could definitely be for some of y'all, and maybe not all of you. The year 1999 could be a confirmation for someone as well. I'm trying to figure out exactly who Victor is in this movie. I can't believe that name keeps following me everywhere. That's so weird. Sorry this is taking a minute. Just give me one moment. Oh, okay. So I think he was a host. So Victor was a wealthy, powerful figure who hosts the opening party and is involved with the Eyes Wide Shut little parties. And that movie's based around Christmas time too, so something about Christmas time could be a confirmation for somebody. Oh, he's a wealthy patient of Tom Cruise. I guess Tom Cruise is a doctor in that movie. I haven't seen that movie in decades, so this is taking me a minute. So Victor hosts the fancy Christmas party where Tom Cruise revived Mandy, the escort who overdoses in Victor's bathroom. Victor summons Bill. So Victor is kind of like he acts as the elite's spokesperson. And that's fucking weird, because in one of the live streams last night, I said for some of you, this spiritual or physical or digital archetype of a hitman, I was saying for some of you, he's working as a mouthpiece. Like, he's being the mouthpiece for somebody else. So that could be for somebody. says a lot of people view Victor as the wealthy gatekeeper to the elite cult. He's kind of the respectable face that pulls people in their normal life into a darker hidden world. And so whoever this Victor energy is in this reading, this is a man who gets away with things because of money, status, or connections. The Victor energy could be the ringleader or the hitman archetype. But this is a man who gets away with things because of status, connections, and money. And Victor Frankenstein was obsessed. He was like an obsessed scientist playing God, creating life, trying to unleash a monster. Then we have Victor from the movie Underworld, the vampire elder, the warlord, the main antagonist who's obsessed with control and keeping his species in power. His name